So it makes like entering for a choke very hard.
Here we go. Hammers versus Movistar Riders. It's going to be Hammers on the attack for Eichenwald. Nice little bio grenade just to set things off, set the pace of the game going. Firmly, strongly. Nesh going to be looking for a flanking opportunity. A lot on the line here for both these teams. Again, reminder, loser going to be going home. Tournament life on the line here in this matchup. It's a best of 3. Eichenwald. I believe this was Riders' pick as they were the highest seed coming into this. You see Nesh searching around for opportunities. Very high energy on Fischer already. Power playing into this sort of composition, but immediately look at that. Finnsi, or ChrisTFer, I should say, going to be falling. Kolsti follows it up. We're kicking dirty little charge onto tomzeY. 2 frags going their way means that Hammers have to back off.
Just looking at how Hammers went for the initial attack there. Is there a position you can point out where they went wrong, Cruz? Or was that just like a kind of, you got out positioned, then charged, and I mean, eventually you lost ChrisTFer, you lost your main tank, you lost your shield.
I mean, the surprising thing about it is just won the poke battle. Even though Hammers have a device, you'd expect them to win that because the Matrix. I guess they played that poorly, you know, like managing the shield and the Matrix.
If I'm not mistaken, actually, ChrisTFer did go back to spawn and change to Winston before the first attack actually kicked off because we did see him die on the Reinhardt. But again, look at Logix, look at this energy. Wow. 100, he's just going to be melting through people and he's going to have to grab a surge, which is going to get pulled off in towards the back. It's huge, actually, but the thing is, there's no one really to follow up with that.
Well, he's got a nano boost as well. Tranquility, or the Transcendence, I should say, is going to be used as well in response to it. Hammers just trying to survive in the tail end of this fight. Graviton Surge also going to be used as well, but I don't think it's only connected onto the one player. Logix in the end in a bit of a sticky situation. Will end up falling. Hammers currently in the driving seat. They've got 4 kills on the board. Currently playing the point. Kolsti is going to peek it, but he thinks better, and he immediately is going to be backing off into the streets phase. It will be Hammers taking it in quite a rapid fashion.
So Nesh even switched over from Tracer to Soldier on that first point attack, which now is up to about 60% on his ultimate. Do you feel like the switch was necessary to deal with the fair that Swoosh was playing? Or
It's
do you feel
nice.
like
It's nice for sure, especially when they're not running Mercy. Nice. Fair can't do much.
Logix trying to contest a little bit. He's going to be zipping and diving into the back lines, putting in a bit of damage here and there. Earth Shatter on fleek here for Kolsti, but he's going to get charged down, and there's the response to it. Movistar Riders opting to use the sound barrier to just try and prolong this fight out, but Hammers are coming out on top. They don't need the sound barrier, they don't need the Transcendence to try and take this fight. They're just going to be slamming them down with the Hammers. It's a nice little bio grenade attempt there by the Movistar Riders, but ultimately, Hammers will be coming out on top. And look at this, ChrisTFer swapping back. What's this going to be? Winston change?
I'd imagine. So, Cruz, I mean, what's your thoughts, though, on the fact that Movistar did attack before the door even opened? Was that just kind of, we're going to stall you for time as quickly as we can to make sure to eat away at this giant time bank they have?
Yeah, a lot of things have been doing that. Misfits did it first against us. I don't really like it. Once you know a team's going to do it, you can punish it really easily. Just like, and then you can set up even more aggressive.
Initiation comes in, Transcendence, post bomb by Logix, bursts through the amount of healing that they had there, setting the Movistar Riders up for quite a victorious ending here right now. Finnsi as well with attack visor, doing a bit of damage, does bring down tomzeY before getting negated by the defense matrix, but regardless of that, swoosh also going to be playing around the point, and it will be a successful defense. Finnsi in a bit of trouble there, just trying to run around the back lines, or Nesh I should say, and he is going to get dived on by the remaining members of Movistar Riders. So Ultimate's on board, they can be using the nano blades into the next fight. No support ults to try and negate this one. Fischer does have the grab, but it's looking up right now if you're a Movistar fan.
Where do you rate Cruz in terms of Genjis, by the way?
Right, too, sorry?
Swoosh.
Yeah, Swoosh is really good for sure.
Yeah, they're going to be going in with the nano blade. Regardless of that, Swoosh collects 2, make it 3. Swift strike straight into the heart of Hammers. They used the Graviton in response to that. I don't think he collected anyone. Bit of a wasted grab, and Fischer's immediately going to be making the change to Genji as well as a result of that.
Well, I ask because you got back from Korea, right? And you've been playing there for 3 weeks, and you've obviously been playing against, some of the best, if not the best Genjis in the world. Do you think he compares to Korean Genjis?
I think he's close, for sure. I mean, he's stepped up a lot at this LAN. Like, his performance at this LAN has been way better than his online performance. So, he's definitely making a case for it.
Logix building up the pulse bomb, has it on hand. Fischer getting ran down by the Tesla cannon. Orb of Harmony can't heal him through that one. Recall going to be used as well. I think there was a promo rage used in the background. It was indeed. ChrisTFer's just trying to send the beat down to them. Dante in a bit of trouble. 40 HP just gets absolutely sent flying straight into the skybox there. Pulse bomb by Logix, a bit questionable. Don't really know what he was aiming for there, but ultimately it's going to be Movistar Riders just rotating for now. Finnsi has a tactical visor. Could this be the flank he's looking for? Going to be taking it into the upper area right now. Hammers are pushing the payload into a decent way in the streets phase, at least for Eichenwald.
Yeah, and Fischer's even switched over from the Zarya to the Genji, so swapping out to, I guess, go head-to-head with Swoosh, but also go for this dive comp that they want to run. Where Movistar's running the triple DPS with Kolsti pretty much by himself. There's a Soundberry going to be used. Nesh not going to land the pulse bomb for now, but he's going for that chase. He wants to kill, eventually be able to take down neptuNo. And I'm looking for Dante as well, looking for that Ana to take the healers out of the equation. And if anything, he's been able to stall for some time.
Ooh, Fischer just claiming that kill at the end with the single shuriken. Now SWoosH moving in with the Dragon Blade, searching for some opportunities. He's going to get the D-Mech, follows it up with a kill onto Snizzlenose, but brought down in the end. One quick strike from Fischer. Put an end to that one, and he's still almost got his ultimate, goes for the reflect kill onto him, beat down. Sound barrier committed as well by Hammers, trying to take this fight into the early hours of the morning. It seems like still a Dragon Blade on Fischer. He is quite weak, but he's going to be opting to use it anyway. He moves in, but it's a very dangerous territory. So nano boosted Winston right up in his face. Bubba's going to be negating a lot of that damage, but still moving in, puts in the work, and Hammers are very close to defending this one, or I should say attacking this one in the tail end, as they just got to finish up these final few players, and there we have it. They will be breaking through the main gate into the third section of Eichenwald.
So Cruz, talk to us about the pros and cons here of the Winston Diva dive versus the Winston only dive in the triple DPS. What's the pros and cons of each?
Well, Hammers want to peel a lot. They want to turn on the people diving on their backline with the Diva. So, I mean, I favor Riders for sure. That's the one we play more. Just heavier DPS, more individual play. Just go in, get the kills, get out.
Hammers committing their self-destruct to entry this fight, but they haven't really got too much out of it. Nesh is also a bit behind enemy lines as it stands. It was the promo rage used by Kolsti just to try and negate it, buy a bit of time for his team. Shaz is very close to his own little transcendence of his own. CWoosH gets brought down out of the sky, one little orb flying into him with the disc orb. Now the sound barrier used, going to be trying to take this fight into it. They've got one more support ult to use as well as Shaz popping off, maybe a little bit too early for my liking, but he's still going to keep keeping his team at tip-top healthy conditioning.
The thing is now, can Riders even contest the point? It's actually like only 2 minutes away. Finally, someone's able to get in. It's going to be Logix for now, but there's going to be a slept monkey. That's ChrisTFer. A little bit overextended, and Nesh towards the high ground is looking for maybe a pulse bomb. The problem is he's only at 30%, trying to build it up as quickly as he can. He spot on Dante, but Fischer popping off the blade, not getting kills, but doing a hell of a lot of damage.
Whoa.
Even the SWoosH is coming in for Finnsi to the Zarya, but it's just not going to be enough. For the self-destruct should be enough to close this one out. If Logix is going to go down, Dante will fall.
SWoosH moving in, he's got a Dragon Blade, he's popping off as a last-ditch effort, moving in, still being contested into the final moments, trying to stagger this one out. Movistar Riders, Kolsti is up, but it's too little, too late. And Hammers will be getting a reasonable time on Eichenwald here. They do actually manage to complete it, Eichenwald being one of the, I guess, harder maps to really take it all the way to the final stage, so Hammers doing quite well there against Movistar's pick.
I'm really sad. Riders and scrims, I mean, at this LAN, I mean, they've been really underwhelming. In the scrims, they've been so good. Like, easily second in EU to us. It's really sad seeing them like this. They would never really lose to Hammers in scrims before.
All right, so then what's going wrong for them? What do you see?
I mean, a lot of these guys, it's their first LAN. They'd be a bit nervous. Things aren't working out. The picks aren't happening. I feel like Logix is not really pulling the weight he normally does. I mean, I don't want to call... I kind of just called him out, but SWoosH has stepped up a lot, and Logix has been underwhelming.
Right.
Like, that's the main thing. Like in scrims, Logix is the one that's normally the one like hard carrying almost. You know, doing what SWoosH is doing right now.
So you think it's what, just a communication problem, or do you think it's just the nerves?
A bit of both. It's really hard. I mean, even we are having communication issues sometimes in this environment because it's so chaotic and it's hard to hear things. You know, the setup.
My ultimate is charging.
It's that LAN environment, I guess. You need to
deal with it.
Yeah, need to just be dealing with it
Yeah.
to a certain degree. Composition-wise, Hammer's going to be going for more peel comp 2-2, running Shaz on the Ana as well. And Movistar Riders still deciding what they're going to be rolling out with on the attacking side at least, but 30 seconds countdown will begin. And the important thing really there as well, Hammer's getting a bit of cap time as well, 50 seconds on the clock, so a bit of time in the time bank for them. So it's a bit of breathing room, I suppose, as well, if Movistars do manage to take it all the way into the final moments. But this was their map pick, so I'm expecting big things coming out from them.
We at least hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're going to choose this map, then they sure as hell better put up some decent times. But with them being on the attack, it looks like SWoosH again will be on the far. But there's not going to be a Mercy to follow up with, and Finnsi on the Soldiers. So we're going to see the triple DPS yet again out of this team. Whether or not SWoosH is able to get the kills, because on the defensive side, he really didn't... I didn't say he played bad. Not at all, but it just wasn't seeming to be enough to deal with Hammers, as they eventually just got picked off, and obviously a little bit of old management. ChrisTFer initially getting the kill on a Dante somehow with the Winston diving a little bit deep.
Yeah, they're finding the kills as a result. SWoosH is not really being dealt with. Hammers do have a comp for it, though. They got running Snizzlenose on the Diva as a response to it, but definitely Movistar's finding an opening here. Finnsi in a bit of trouble. Defense mate just trying to save him out there. Trying to catch him out off guard. Logix does manage to claim a little kill onto Fischer. still moving into the back lines, and Movistar Riders with a very solid attacking phase as it stands. Snizzlenose is going to get demeched onto the point. He's going to get brought down once again. CWoosH, nobody really dealing with him here.
It's kind of funny is actually they baited ChrisTFer in almost to actually kill onto Dante, and then once they did that, they killed him for overextending. Dante was able to rejoin quicker than ChrisTFer was, and then they just had the 6-on-5 fight they were looking for. So a little bit of passive play working wonders for them.
Logix really popping off in the midst of this fight, putting in damage, following up on CWoosH's calls as well. You can tell last minute contestation coming out by Hammers, but really once again the cap is going away of Movistar Riders in a very fast fashion as well at that. 5 minutes in the time bank for them to push this one potentially all the way to the final checkpoint. Logix is waiting patiently. He's got the pulse bomb, but he's not going to be going for too many ballsy plays for now. Just going to be backing off, waiting in the dark, deep alleys of Eichenwald.
So Cruz, you're attacking here for Movistar. You obviously have the positional advantage in the beginning. You know, you should assume you're equal on ultimates here. What are they looking for? I mean, Logix is trying to go for the flank with the post bomb, and CWoosH is trying to help focus down. You can see them immediately going straight towards Shaz to pick up the kill, but Shaz is somehow staying alive.
Yeah, Hammer's finding the kills, and really at the tail end of this fight, Nesh is putting in a lot of work. Kolsti using his primal rage, but ultimately couldn't really save and help out his team in the appropriate ways that he wanted to. Hammers are actually holding on. There's a decent defense. Nesh as well, about 60% to his pulse bomb. He's building up quite quickly as well, fighting a lot of damage off onto Kolsti. What's your opinion here, Cruz, into the way Movistars need to approach this now? Because they've got ults to work with.
I mean, Riders have double support. They should win this fight convincingly. It's hard to get past this point sometimes. That's the way the map's designed. When attacking, you can't really go into the spawn like you do on other maps.
Ooh, Riders using both support holes at the same time there. Bit of miscommunication, perhaps.
Very poor.
Hammer's still moving in, though. Fischer sending in the Helix rockets. Logix finding the kills. Still in the tail end of it. Pulse bomb gets sent out. Doesn't quite find the kill he was looking for. Nesh in a bit of trouble. Has to blink away. He's on about 72 HP. Will get brought down. Movistar Riders coming out on top in that fight. Maybe using a little bit too many ults at the same time.
Yeah, you kind of wonder how they came out on top with using double support ultimates. Either way, Finnsi's going to have his Garda Surge. He's looking to get on the high ground here. Something Zumba did actually at the World Cup.
It's not Zumba.
Yeah.
It's definitely not Zumba here. But you can see the defense switch is coming in. He can get a decent read on it. It's going to pop it up around the corner, actually, just to keep them there, keep them in this position. The problem is there's no kills to follow up with. I don't know if Logix had his pulse bomb. Looks like he did, but he wasn't able to get any kills off of that.
Yeah, it was ChrisTFer popping off the primal rage to negate the majority of the damage. Now CWoosH moving in, collects one with the Dragon Blade. Can he find any other? Can't quite connect onto the targets in the end of it, but he is trying to hunt for that one soldier in the back lines. Fischer, one man against the world, just doing a number on them. Pops down the Biotic Field, going to be trying to heal himself up. Now the rest of Hammers coming in to fight, batter them back, but still CWoosH targets him. Swift Strike, Discord Orbs on Fischer. Fischer in a bit of trouble, just trying to dodge and sprint his way away from his. Is he going to be able to find a kill? No way, he's not getting out of this. Swift Strike does collect him. And Nesh as well in a bit of trouble, might be having to use that recall a little bit early. Drops down the pulse bomb, but doesn't find the kills he's looking for. Some of the wasted ults coming out from both these sides as it stands. Kolsti using his primal rage. I believe he might have just got the environmental kill on tomzeY, but no, tomzeY just clinching and holding onto the side of the wall into the final moments.
See though, Kolsti's just buying a lot of time. Respawns have come back in a little bit for Hammer, but they're still down a man. They're still down 2, now 3, and these final kills being solidified. I would imagine they're going to push this payload across the line, especially with CWoosH still there, able to get the 180 headshot on a Fischer. So 3 minutes, 40 seconds of time here left for Movistars. Have every opportunity to finish off this map at a better time than Hammers did.
Yeah, it's looking good for them right now. CWoosH still holding on to this Dragon Blade. Finnsi very close to his own little Graviton Surge as well. It's a good combo potential. tomzeY's close to his support defensive ult, but Sound Barrier's not really going to be doing enough to negate if they want to use really much all in, and it's going to be the ground that connects onto a lot of them. Post bomb by Logix. He collects 5. Unreal. Kolsti finishes him up. A full team wipe. Ridiculous by Movistar Riders. Unbelievable.
I have zero clue why Snizzlenose switched off Diva. Why? They have a grab and post bomb combo. Why go Roadhog? Makes no sense. Into Zenyatta as well. Really questionable.
And this is dangerous now. CWoosH with the Dragon Blade. This is the final strike into the heart here of Hammers moving in. They've got going to be using the Nanovisor as well. Fischer trying to earn it back for his team if he can, but the defensive ultimates popping off from Movistars here. Far too much for them to handle. Still holding on. ChrisTFer using his primal rage to stagger this one out. tomzeY returns with the sound barrier as well. looking like this could be potentially defendable for them, but Movistar's playing this very well. Kolsti using his own Primal Rage, negating the heals, dropping the line of sight now between him and Shaz. Shaz using the Bio Grenade as a battle to the death here in the corner, and unfortunately I believe the Monkey wins over the Granny 9 times out of 10. Still Movistar Riders are fighting to the bitter end into this engagement. They're finding the kills here and there. Snizzlenose swapping back to the Diva in the final moment, is going to get desuited, going to get high energy as well by Finnsi. Almost got another Graviton Surge just from this one engagement, and Movistar's positioning is excellent. Graviton Surge connected, it gets reflected! Unreal! Popping off for this. This is an opportunity for Hammers to work off here. Finnsi moving back. Fischer, he did not do the job correctly though, as Movistar Riders will clinch it out in the end. It was a beautiful series of plays towards the tail end of that fight, but ultimately, that's why it was their map pick.
Logix did a lot of work there. I was just saying earlier how he needs to step up, and he did there. He did a lot of work. He's honestly up there with one of the greats, like the great chasers, the Soons, the Valatires, all those. He's up there.
I was wondering if you're going to say Valatires right now.
Of course, Valatire is really good.
So wow, at the end, I mean, I was going to say the focus fire was a little bit off. It seemed to be out of Movistar Riders to finish off that map, but in the end, it seemed to be okay. It seemed to be, even with the reflected Graviton Surge, that they were able to close that one out. That could have been so disastrous for them. But now they have a hell of a lot of time. 2 minutes and 16 seconds, a minute to go here for Hammer Esports. An extra 10 added to them because they finished with 50. Now Hammer on the attack and you're running a similar composition. But you mentioned before, like we saw Snizzlenose go Roadhog, and you thought it was really questionable because they knew they had a Pulse Bomb and a Graviton Surge combo up, and there was still a Zenyatta in the enemy team.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Like actually zero sense. Why go Roadhog? Whatever. I mean,
So what's that? Is that miscommunication? Is that land nerves?
I
like,
think
what is
that's,
that?
I don't know, Snizzlenose is known for his Roadhog plays and not much more. So maybe he was feeling like, okay, boys, I need to go clutch it with Roadhog to go kill everyone, you know? But didn't work out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 60 seconds.
Movistar Riders pushing out here. Hammers.
A British joke or something?
No, don't worry.
And Nesh on the Tracer. On the attacking side this time, Hammers 50 seconds to work with. Movistar Riders with a significantly more time bank on the clock. And they really need to be doing this in one singular push. They can't make any mistakes. It's going to be the triple tank, or 2-2 I should say, by Movistar Riders. Traditional Reinhardt tank at least. Putting in the damage, putting in the work. They're diving into the back lines. Hammers looking for an opening right now. Good Bio Grenade by Movistar Riders to keep them nice and topped up. The heals are definitely there. CWoosH finding the first kill. Logix following it up. This could be going the opposite way that Hammers were expecting. Fischer in a bit of trouble, tries to collect the kill, but it doesn't work out. The team is there. 15 seconds on the clock, Jason. Is this still going to be doable?
Well, we'll find out. Shaz at 80% of his ultimate. He can potentially, and he should ideally get this trance off in the middle of this fight. You can see Snizzlenose trying to push through the defense matrix because he wants to touch the point with 3 seconds left to go. He's going to have to do just that. There's a trance that's been used just to help facilitate the push in, but ChrisTFer, he's already down. CWoosH gets a D-suit on Snizzle, and now Fischer trying to look for a Dragon Blade, but he has to get so much damage done in such little time to get this off.
Oh, and the beat drop as well. Movistar Riders just trying their hardest to put this in now. It's going to be the Nano Boost as well. Popped onto Logix. He's got the Graviton Surge. Only connects onto one, a bit of a low-value grab, but the overtime still ticking over. It's going to be Snizzlenose. He's unstoppable, 100 energy. Ridiculous, just right-clicking them onto the ground and absolutely making mincemeat of these low HP characters. Movistar Riders claiming it up, and they get the full hold.
The sensitivity was ridiculous watching Logix play that. I don't even know how the hell he could control that. But nonetheless, I mean, that you can see there's very few teams out there, but there are teams that actually nano boost the Zarya player when you have enough energy, because you get to do that Graviton Surge a lot quicker, but you can do so much damage. People really underestimate what a Zarya can put out. Right, Cruz?
Yep, for sure. I was distracted by Uncle. He's got a gun in his hand. I don't trust that man. He's giving me the eye
I've
as
seen
well.
Zenyatta play.
I'm playing him tomorrow. He wants to like injure me or something.
I think they can be disqualified for that.
I mean, I'll
Yeah, there you go. Now he's not
Shot
going to do it.
himself.
Well, oh well. Now, Movistar Riders time to attack. They only need 33% on the board to make the magic happen, to take map number 1. It was their map pick.
He's gonna fucking shoot
Hammers
us.
putting up a decent...
It's not loaded
Wrong
right
way,
there.
wrong way, AKM. Sorry, lad. Need to switch the bullets around.
Dylan, get me a Red Bull. Give me a Red Bull. Yellow Red Bull. Because my co-caster wants
can't
to be a
see
jerk and not do it.
You can't see it, guys at home, but currently Rogue is
Yeah, right
trying
there.
to shoot us with a
Thank
Nerf
you,
gun
Unco.
while we're casting.
A yellow one.
Uncle, don't do it, man.
Give me the
Don't do it,
pineapple,
Unco.
pineapple.
Don't do it, Uncle.
Yellow one. No, yellow. Are you
They're just
colorblind?
feeding him energy drinks.
Okay, either way. I'm giving it... Ah, my...
Game Boys are
Part of my body that I can't talk about. Thank you, Uncle.
currently under fire.
All right, this is
I mean,
it.
A-Cam's got good aim.
Movistar Riders, right?
What
We're
you
just
shot me.
being assaulted by Nerf darts as we speak. Movistar Riders on the attack, running neptuNo with the Sombra here.
Holy shit.
33% on the attack, 2 minutes on the clock for Movistar Riders to do it here. Gonna be hacking it up, putting in the work. neptuNo just denying up these health packs as it stands, Snizzlenose. Putting in the damage as well. neptuNo finding the opportunities. Logix as well, just popping up for his teams. Hammers just falling apart at the seams. And right now, struggling to really find any opening whatsoever.
neptuNo MP ready to go. Everyone lined up for this one, so he's going to use this, but I'm not sure how many people he actually connected onto. I cannot really tell. Either way, Shaz able to pick up some kills. Finnsi, what kind of energy is currently sitting at? Only 40% on his ultimate, so I would imagine not too high, but there's CWoosH getting the kill on a Snizzle, gets the DC with the help of neptuNo, and Movistar Riders, they only need a third of this point to actually capture it. They're looking good here. Nesh is looking for some sort of post-bomb, and a Hail Mary to potentially come in, and it's not going to work. That third is going to be captured, and Movistar Riders will take your first map here in this best of 3. See, I like Unco because he brings me Red Bulls.
Yeah.
Not like my co-cast